Well, New Orleans, it's that time of the week again. You're now listening to the soothing sounds of WRYAT. Yup. Our fine country's 394th ranked private radio station, broadcasting to you live from a recently renovated Airbnb located off South Carrollton across the street from the similarly renovated Popeyes. This episode is brought to you by Fresh Start Firepower. Yup. When the correct time comes for you to do what's best for our country, remember, aim forward. And we would be honored if you did so using ammunition from our family business at Fresh Start Firepower. That's Fresh Start Firepower, just off the I-10 exit in Slidell. God bless you.
And now, we go to New Orleans Munch Master, Anthony Scontrino, with another ASMR snack chip review.
Hi, this is your host, Anthony Scontrino, back here with another long-awaited ASMR snack chip review here on WRYAT Private Radio. Private. Sometimes I eat my chips in private, sometimes I eat them in public. I don't mind if someone sees me crunching down on some sour cream and cheddar or even a plain Lay's. That's fine too. It's your preference, it's up to you. Today, I'm going to be trying some new chips as always. These specifically will be some international flavors from across the world. Well, one place I believe. It seems they are Korean this time. Korea, rich culture of film. Bong Joon-ho. I haven't seen Mickey 17 yet. I wouldn't dare eat chips in a movie theater. The popcorn's already too loud. Okay. Let's go to our first flavor now. As I say, it's crunch time. It's crisp. It's let's get cracking. I might be trying out some new catchphrases, I'm not sure. Yes, let's open the bag now. Light bouquet. Oh, I don't know if I told you what kind of chip this was. I might have, but I got so excited I forgot what I said before this. These specific chips are Lay's. Cucumber flavor. Cucumber. Well, it smells quite refreshing. Will it taste like spa water? Let's see. Oh my God. The accuracy. Far better than American chips. Wow. Astonishing. Let me go in for one more crunch. That's a delicious chip. It's nice for possibly pairing with some tea sandwiches or just a typical lunch meat. Very light in flavor, but very accurate. Just had to cleanse my palate before moving on to the next flavor. Yes, I am ready for the Texas grilled barbecue flavor. form factor of these first two chips has been the regular Lay's. Form factor, not kettle, not ridged. These smell barn-like. Not great. Not great on the nose. Let's see how they taste. It says Texas, but I can still taste the Korea. I don't know if they've been to Texas, but still the flavor is much better than the smell. Allow me to cleanse my palate once more before moving on to the final chip. Thanks again for joining me. Now, for the final chip. Now this flavor is a mystery. There is a pepper on the front. The pepper is a flame, broken in two, perhaps by the power of its own spice. Yet there is also what seems to be a ranking system of heat on the side. This is common in American snacks too. It is rated 1 out of 3 chili peppers. Let's see how the crunch is. Oh, these are also wavy. Ridged, mega ridged. I kid you not when I say there was negative spice in those chips. My mouth feels less spicy than it did before. I hate those chips. I'd expect more from an international chip. I would think the American palate might not want that much spice, but internationally, they tend to enjoy it more. Well, that was a bummer of a way to end this. Not with a bang, but a whimper. I'll see you next time for more ASMR chip reviews. Please come back. Eat with crunch with me. Bye now.
Time's a strange thing, folks. And the thing is, we're living in strange times. Yup, that's right, those of you who recognize my voice. I was once the sole owner and proprietor of a respected fireworks establishment which specialized in selling all make and manner of fireworks. It was called Fresh Start Fireworks. 'Twas a family business, of course, handed down to me from my father, which was handed down to him from his father before that, and so on and so forth, going back as far as our time with fireworks can. My dream, of course, for when the time finally came a-rapping on my chamber door, was to pass down Fresh Start Fireworks to my own son. But time had other plans for our family business, and put our family out of business when the economy went bust, back in the before time, the long, long ago, the pandemic era. My son and I thought we were done for, and I thought I'd let down not just him, but every preceding and successive generation of fresh starters, shooting fireworks of failure backwards and forwards across time, with me at the center of it all, the sole source of disgrace here in our miserable present. But as I said, time's a strange thing. For just as surely as time will rob us of our hopes, our dreams, and ourselves when it violently and abruptly slams one of its many doors shut, in doing so, it also provides us with an opportunity. An opportunity to forge a new path forward, to survive despite suffering, to emerge as newer, hardened versions of ourselves, now gifted with the ability to push our way through the darkened corridors of time's tower of terror. And should time judge a newfound sense of strength worthy, it will allow you to open another one of its many doors. and you can finally take your first steps into a new era, a glorious reset, a fresh start. So that's why me and my boy are here today to tell you our family business is back in business. But a new business is no longer the fireworks business. I know, time was simpler before when we could get by on fireworks alone, but today's time calls for something a little stronger. Today's time calls for fresh start firepower.
We are so back, motherfuckers! So it's time to buy our shit again! If you like shooting fireworks, then you're gonna fucking love shooting guns! Especially guns filled with our family's own brand of live fucking ammunition, fucker! Holy shit! It's like real fireworks that kill people, not that fake coloring book bullshit little kids can buy under a pop-up tent before the 4th of July or whatever the fuck! This shit's for adults and adults only! Only! You mangy piece of shit! And our new facility is permanent, and I'm gonna inherit it, and I'm gonna be the most successful arms dealer in all of fucking history!
There, me boy. Calm down. Time's taught us that we need to stay humble, no matter how arbitrarily cruel or downright miserable it can be to those of us in these so-called United States of ours. Used to be, we believed in things like truth, justice, and the Constitution. Time threw us many a curveball there, yup. But amongst the many curveballs it's thrown, time also managed to toss us a bone, and we were lucky enough to catch it, like the dogs we are. Yup, our country's constitution may not matter anymore, but one of its amendments always will, and that one amendment is actually the second one. The right to bear arms is our one inalienable right left, turns out. So that's why we live by the gun and die by the gun, out there in the streets and in here, in Fresh Start Firepower.
We carry only the best ammunition in the fucking country, you slap nuts! We got Full Metal Jacket on DVD and in a gun, hollow points, ball points, cool points, buckshot, birdshot, fucking cum shots! For the ladies, of course. We got everything from 2mm for all you pussies, all the way up to the first and only 1.0 on the fucking public market. That's a big fucking bullet, fuck! And if you think something like that should be illegal, that's because it fucking is!
My boy's right, you know. And time knows we've had our experiences selling explosives that weren't exactly quote-unquote legal, and we faced many a difficulty in doing so to keep our firework business afloat. You'd think illegal ammunition specifically designed for the purposes of ending life would be harder to sell than fireworks in America, but no, it's much easier. Because it's America. And because it's America, many of us small business folk have been forced into some gray areas to try and find black markets, where we can buy our supplies for cheaper than we would the so-called quote-unquote legal way. Because the so-called quote-unquote legal way has been burdened with cost increases imposed on foreign ammunition manufacturers that are actually just cost increases imposed on foreign ammunition consumers, which threaten small businesses run by foreign ammunition sellers like ours. Yeah.
Fuck the fucking tariffs! Stupid shit doesn't even make any sense! Why the fuck are we paying for more shit we outsourced for less? Somebody fuck this one up big time! I want to shoot fucking tariffs! I want to shoot the fucking laws responsible for enacting the fucking tariffs! I want to shoot the fucking United States for...
Wait, my boy. Sorry, son. Didn't mean to use my mitt to keep your mouth shut and all, but despite all the talking about how important the First Amendment is out there, they actually don't want you using the First Amendment to speak about anything important. Nope, Second Amendment's the only one that matters for folks like us. And that's why folks like us have a chance here to use our Fresh Start Firepower to get the country back on track. We can't outright tell you what to do with this ammunition, of course. That's your choice. That's your right. And when it comes to the right for anyone anywhere without any kind of certification or registration or special skills or any appreciable form of training at all to own and operate illegal weapons to kill anyone else, that's the only area where America's decidedly pro-choice. So, as an American, you have the choice to use the one right left for everyone in this country. We can't tell you what to do with our ammunition, but we'll damn sure sell it to you in the hopes that you use it to make the right choice. The times may be strange, but just as time wields its immense power to violently and abruptly correct us for whatever the hell fucking goddamn whatever fucking reason it wants, guns and ammunition give us the chance to do the same to time. For you see, much like time itself, guns only shoot forward, not backward. So when the correct time comes for the brave, heroic, and noble soul out there to correct time, remember, aim forward. In the head if you need to. And we'd be honored if you did so using ammunition from our family business. Ammunition from Fresh Start Firepower. Sorry again for shutting you up there, son.
I'm gonna stick my gun in his fat little fucking orange mouth like it's my goddamn cock! I'm gonna stick my gun in his fat little eyeliner mouth like it's my fucking goddamn cock, make him suck it squeaky clean, and then blow his fucking brains out when I fucking come! We're talking American-made hollow points! American-made, bitch! American fucking made!
Yup.
Today's episode of No Sports is brought to you by Pud Beer. Looking to drown the pain of recent letdowns in your life just in time for the holiday season? Grab a Pud or a whole case. Who's counting? Happy holidays. Welcome back, team. Brian here with No Sports only on WRYAT. And oh boy, there are indeed no sports in New Orleans at the moment. If you haven't been keeping up, things are bad here in the local sports world. Hell, things are bad across all of Louisiana sports in general. I didn't know which team to cover first, so I figured I'd save us some time and cover the big three all at once since LSU, the Saints, and the Pelicans appear to be following the same script. Let's clear the old pipes with a pud real quick. Ahem. After several years of declining on-field/court performance and growing fan outrage, team officials have finally realized they made a mistake in their previous hire of insert coach or administrator here. As a result, said person has either already been fired or will be fired shortly. Since then, the team has struggled to find its identity, let alone rebuild, as fans continue to convince themselves that better days are ahead. And while it may be the darkest before dawn, we here at No Sports like to sleep in and plan to continue our inconsistent coverage of this lackluster team. We wish the best for the Pelicans/Saints/LSU as they figure it out. Good luck. Listeners, it breaks my heart, soul, and body to continue to subject myself to our local teams' performances, or lack thereof, depending on how you look at it. The players and coaches across the board that we put our highest hopes in over the past few years have let us down the hardest, and now all our franchises are seeking to rebuild. Again. The Saints have had a head start with their new head coach, Kellen Moore, and an apparent sell-now mentality with some recent trades of a few key value players, but their recent record does not bode well for the upcoming rebuild future of the LSU Tigers, who recently fired their disgraced head coach, Brian Kelly, who, much like the Pelicans' soon-to-be-fired head coach Willie Green, didn't really do anything wrong except kind of suck and be generally uncharming to the fan base, which are absolutely some of the two most important traits for our local team leadership in this humble reporter's opinion. As a result of the abuse I've been forced to witness on game days, I have in turn abused myself and have admittedly put on a few pounds. Thankfully, our good friends and sponsors over at Pud Beer have given us the fuel we need to power through these dark times. So another huge thank you to Pud. Y'all rock. Anywho, to help address the physical dilemma I'm currently embroiled in against my own health as a result of my toxic relationship with sports, I've decided to bring in someone to help put a game plan in place for me to finally get back to normal health and enjoy my teams again. That being said, please welcome my life coach, Dr. Phineas D. Johnson. Welcome, Dr. Johnson.
Please, Brian, this is a sports show. Call me Dr. J.
Right on, Dr. J. Love it, love it. Hey, you want a Pud beer?
No, thank you. That stuff is terrible for you, Brian. Rots you from the inside out.
Hey, now that's our sponsor, so Pud does what it says it does, and that's exactly why we asked you into the studio, Dr. J, which is to ask, what can us hardcore fans do to improve our quality of life while watching these god-awful teams we're currently dealing with locally?
Well, not to be Captain Obvious here, but it seems like these games you're watching are bringing you a lot of stress, which is in turn causing you to lean into some unhealthy habits.
Nailed it. Cheers.
And one of the first things we'd recommend for your health is to just cut down on the stress.
I've never coached a day in my life, Dr. J. How do you expect me to build a winning team overnight for a professional franchise that will certainly never hire someone with my experience, or lack thereof?
That's not what I meant, Brian. Not at all. I was talking about maybe not watching sports.
Are you saying to not watch sports?
Well, I mean, it couldn't hurt if it's causing you as much distress as you say.
Well, what the fuck would you suggest I watch then?
Oh, well, definitely not the news, that's for sure. But maybe more like, I don't know, cooking shows or some other hobbies you may have.
Nope. Even if I wanted to stop watching sports, reporting on sports is my job. So unless you're hiring, the sports watching stays. Plus, I don't even have any hobbies. Cooking show, kiss my ass.
Okie dokie, A-OK. Well, then in that case, the next thing I'd recommend would be for you to eliminate some of the unhealthy food and drinks. Maybe slow down on the puds and bar food. You've definitely put on a good bit of weight since I saw you at the start of the season.
Oh, well, thank you, asshole. You're looking pretty fat yourself now that you mention it.
Brian, I'm just trying to help. I don't like seeing you kill yourself over something as meaningless as sports.
Kill myself? No. These fucking teams are killing me. These games are killing me. What I'm doing to myself is easing that pain with a few dozen chicken wings and a few dozen pints of pud. If anything, they're improving my quality of life, at least for a moment. I mean, have you watched some of these games? A moron could see how bad our situation is. Are you even a real doctor?
Oh, hey now, Brian, let's cool it on the fake certifications talk. I can assure you that I'm a professional.
Well then, any more suggestions? Not Dr. Captain Obvious?
Well, Brian, since you enjoy sports, would you maybe consider getting, actually involved in a game yourself?
Is reporting on the games not being involved in the games?
Well, I mean more like, physically participating in a sport, exercise, that sort of thing.
Oh, like working out.
Yes, Brian, like working out. I mean, if you don't want to eliminate the stress that watching sports causes you, or tone down the unhealthy coping mechanism of indulgence, then perhaps 15 to 20 minutes of physical activity a day can improve not only your health, but overall quality of life as well.
You know what, listeners? I think I'm going to take a note from my favorite teams, and go ahead and part ways with my coach.
What are you talking about, Brian?
I'm sorry, Dr. J, but you're fired. Thank you for your leadership during these difficult times, but your recent performances as my life coach have been well below my expectations, so as a result, we're releasing you from your contract.
You paid me by the hour, and it's not my fault you're a fucking sports-addicted, drunk fat ass. You need help, Brian. Serious help before you fucking kill yourself.
Yes. Thank you for the feedback, doctor. You can leave your identification and keys with my producer, who will now be serving as my interim life coach. Well, listeners, that was a difficult decision that didn't come likely. But much like our favorite teams, sometimes we need to take responsibility for ourselves and just hit reset by firing the coach. So here's to the future. On a similar note, No Sports is now hiring a new life coach. If you have a winning record with a proven system for a happy and healthy life, but also get off to unrealistic expectations and swift criticisms, then give us a call. That's all for today, New Orleans. I've been Brian, and this has been No Sports. See you next season, team. Maybe. Fuck, that's a good Bud beer. Fuck! The Boomer Zoomer movie review is about to begin in 3, 2, 1, action!
Hello, and welcome to the Boomer Zoomer Movie Review, the show where two generations come together to talk about all things movies. I'm a 25-year-old film critic named Zoomer.
And I'm a 76-year-old film critic named Boomer.
And we love movies. Now, Boomer, you and I have long been in love with the medium of cinema, which gives us larger-than-life characters, situations that capture our imaginations, and scenes that inspire us to face down the future with bravery and resolve. In today's times, we may not have an optimistic future in clear sight, but we Americans can get through it and even persevere towards a better tomorrow full of hope and change.
Okay, what are you doing there, pal?
What are you talking about?
You're doing that weird thing where you elevate your speech. You're talking like Nicole Kidman in the ad before the movies, where AMC tries to convince you you're saving the planet by watching the fourth Conjuring movie. What are you about to rope me into?
I'm just doing an intro, Boomer. Touch grass, okay?
Just like you hippies trying to get me to smoke weed whenever I get angry about your safe space bullshit. Tell it like it is and tell me where this is going.
You don't need to crash out, Boomer. I'm just doing an intro.
Okay, first, you're trying to get me off subject with marijuana. And now you're making fun of a senior driver. Get off my back, punk. The baby turned out fine.
Look, I am not negging your driving, fam.
Whoa. Hey, that language is not acceptable on a radio show, okay? That's only for private use with family and fellow golf members. But if you want to get together and say it later, I'd be available.
Boomer, stop. I'm just doing an intro, okay? No cap.
Oh, no bottle caps, you're not going to make this into a little feather protest speech.
What do you mean?
The Marlon Brando Indian lady. Taking away the dignity of the Best Actor Award with a boo-hoo and over who even remembers.
First off, the real offense was that Brando wasn't classified as a Best Supporting Actor when he was only in The Godfather for 40 minutes.
I agree. That was wrong.
Second, it's first person or indigenous person, not Indian.
Oh, hold on for a second. If you're going to lecture me for a while, should I start sitting indigenous people style? Do you mind if I work on carving my wooden first person while you scold me like that little feather lady?
Well, my clapback to that is point number 3, Sachin Littlefeather may not have even been Native American, but point number 4, that's not important because she was talking about the Wounded Knee standoff and the conditions of the American Indian, which was very
first
important.
Person.
Sorry, first person. The problems of indigenous people at that time were significantly underappreciated by all of the citizens.
Get to it. What were you trying to say before?
When?
You were clearly setting up some Antifa nonsense in your intro.
No, I wasn't, especially since Antifa is not really a thing that exists.
Oh, yes, she is.
No, she isn't. Wait, she?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it a thing? Did I offend Antifa by gendering her, even though she insists on having ant in her name? Should I call her non-binary Tifa? Should I call her Oma Tifa?
Boomer, Antifa stands for anti-fascist. It's just an idea, like being an ally.
Well, idea or not, you better not be an ally of Antifa, or else you and I are going to have words about you destroying Seattle.
Okay, Boomer.
Don't you say that. Don't say that. You know I hate it when you condescend me like that.
Boomer, you just interrupted my intro, interrupted my explanation about Sachin Littlefeather's speech. Now you're trying to fight me about Antifa. Can I just get to the premise for today's show about movies?
Well, okay. But it better not be some political woke nonsense.
It's not. This is something I know you and I both agree on.
Okay. All right, good.
So...
then you may proceed.
Okay, so to finish out my intro and cut to the chase, even though the White House has pushed for 100% tariffs on films shot outside the United States, art will prevail, and we will be able to get you reviews of the best movies available around the world.
Hey, I thought you said this wouldn't be woke nonsense.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
Look, it's giving politics to you, but to me, it's giving censorship. To me, it's giving government control of the marketplace of ideas.
Well, to me, you're giving me a headache. To me, you're giving a pain in my ass.
Boomer, this should hit different because this is where you eat, fam.
I don't think so, buddy. I eat at Carl's Jr.
Snap out of it, my dude. Are you going to simp for the government as they destroy the very thing you love?
They're not destroying the thing I love. They can still make more Indiana Jones movies here in America.
Yeah, especially since we've got Nazis here now.
See, I told you, you're making all of this into some woke soapbox. I don't like you bringing politics into this show.
Boomer, this is not politics. I'm talking about the way every studio movie has been made for decades. They're not going to be able to shoot the new Lord of the Rings movie in Poughkeepsie.
Oh, that Frodo stuff's all tapped here anyway. How many movies do you need about midgets hiking jewelry to an eyeballs volcano, huh? And if they need to make more prequels to show how that homosexual wizard learned how to read or whatever, they can do it in a soundstage in Atlanta like a normal person.
First off, Boomer, you can't call little people midgets. Second, they're not little people, they're hobbits. Third,
Obviously, I know they're hobbits, dummy, but they're played by midgets.
okay, like sixth, no, they're played by twinks.
No, you're thinking of the elves.
Okay, seven, I'm thinking of Elijah Wood. Wait, you know what a twink is?
Of course I do. I've closely followed the career of Timothy Chalamet in my wife's copies of Entertainment Weekly.
Do they still publish that? Never mind, we're getting off track. The point is, twinks don't have hairy feet, Boomer.
You're thinking of femboys. I can loan you my wife's copy of EW from 3 years ago. It had a great write-up on the subject.
I know what a femboy is. Jesus, why are we even talking about this?
Because all you millennials want to do is talk about politics.
All right, we were talking about how this is not about politics.
It is.
It's not. It's about exorbitant tariffs on foreign-made movies that will kill the creation process for domestic movies.
You still haven't found one example.
Okay, well, what about Jurassic World and Jurassic Park? Parts of that were shot in the UK.
Well, that's not critical to the story. They can shoot it in Tennessee and make a movie called Jurassic Clarksville without missing a beat.
Then what about Mission Impossible? You love that Burj Khalifa dive scene in Ghost Protocol.
I mean, old Tommy Cruise does his own stunts because he's got that Scientology crazy, and that always makes for good footage.
Right. So, with this tariff, you're no longer going to get that because that diminutive elderly weirdo can't cliff dive off landmarks in a soundstage. Are they just going to change the name to Michigan Impossible because the truly impossible thing is shooting an exciting film using Michigan landmarks?
They got 9 of those films, and the last one had the word final in the title, so they ain't gonna make any more anyway.
What about James Bond? You want him to try to infiltrate an army base in Lima, Ohio? You want him to seduce a model playing a scientist during high-stakes craps games at the Hard Rock Hotel in Biloxi, Mississippi?
I mean, I like the slots at the Rock, but you're right. It doesn't sound like somewhere for Jimmy Bond.
So, you see the problem. We'd have this problem with the Marvel movies, the Fast and Furious movies, the Harry Potters.
Oh, no. Hold on a second there. Maybe this is the real problem. Maybe those Marvel movies are all made by foreigners like Kenneth Branagh and Tiki Watiki, and they never talk about how great America is. They're always some woke garbage about some minority being strong or some lesbian feeling seen. That's why we need more FABA movies.
FABA?
For Americans, by Americans.
Oh, God.
Then we get more pro-American films, like The Patriot.
The Patriot, starring Mel Gibson from the year 2000?
Yes, exactly.
I think Mel Gibson is Australian.
But it was shot by Roland Emmerich.
Who is German.
But he shot it in America.
I really don't get what you're saying.
I'm saying get politics out of my movies.
You're saying we can get politics out of your movies by only making them about how America is great?
Yeah.
That sounds really political to me.
Stop making everything about politics.
I'm not. You are.
No, you are.
Okay, Boomer.
You know what? If you're going to be like that, I'm going to pull a reverse little feather. I'm no longer talking to you.
Oh, you're not talking to me, huh? That's really toddler coded, Boomer.
I know you snowflakes think you can trigger me, but I ain't got no trigger, Kimosabi. I already told you, I'm putting 1,000% tariff on talking to you. This is the start of my embargo of silence, starting right now.
Are you serious, my dude? Boomer, are you serious? Boomer, we haven't even previewed our first movie yet. Okay, well, we're going to talk about the new Lassie reboot, Into the Lassieverse. Look, it says here in the presser this was shot in America, right? So that's what you wanted. Look, they got an 80s Lassie and a steampunk Lassie. Oh, look, they've got a classic 1950s Lassie tailor-made to cater to the nostalgia of you and all the leeches from your generation. And they've got a noir Lassie. You'll love that. They've got an anime Lassie, a cybernetic mech Lassie, a Lassie whose journey of self-discovery helps her to realize she's actually a Puerto Rican girl. They've got a...
Oh, that is such bullshit.
Okay, Boomer.
Stop saying that. I hate it when you say that.
This has been the Boomer Zoomer Movie Review.
I'm sweating bucks from my boobs. I'm sick of soggy clothes.
I can't open my closets from all the Mardi Gras throws. Cops have cameras on telephone poles.
And transplants call them snow cones.
You need the sunshine, the weed guys, the flood zones, and the what is that thing? The firework gorilla. Yeah, you need that too.
You need the sunshine, we got flood zones, and that firework gorilla. We need it bad. Slidell's got it good. We got 2 hospitals. Drink up like a fool. Come on over to Slidell. You can blow up shit year round. North Shore proud, North Shore grand. St. Tammany Travel Commission.
We're fucking pausing our current programming to make sure you're still fucking listening to WRYAT, New Orleans' 394th ranked private radio station, presented by the Private Radio Now Network. This episode is brought to you by Fresh Start Firepower, you uninformed shits. We carry only the best ammunition in the fucking world, and that's a fucking fact here at Fresh Start Firepower.
In these politically charged times, we no longer have left or right. We're all on one side. His. Live from the vibrant historical strip malls of Kenner, Louisiana, it's the HVAC sheet metal duct installer you love the most. Whippets!
Yeah, that's right. It's Whippets Show. With that stuff, Whippets.
Baby!
That's Whippets with an exclamation mark. So, to put some respect on that name. Okay, I used to be on that politics show, Left, Right, and Kenna, dude. And that was like full of nerds asking me questions about tax law and lawyer math and like the House of Senators and America's forefathers. And I just don't care about like what Ben Franklin said in the Constitution unless it leads like Nick Cage to like a treasure. You heard what I'm saying? Okay. But now your boy is running things his way, which means it's time to hit a sloppy puff of some Pop-Tart flavored vape. Maybe chew a fat edible and wash it down with some O'Doul's, And I like to do, snort whatever I can find in my cargo shorts before my old lady puts them through the wash. That reminds me, that girl serving me cake every night, she's also the producer of this very show. It's Madison Yasqueen. Private Radio Now signed me on, and after that public radio cash dried up, I had to bring my muse along to get that private Skrilla. So give him a holler, baby. What, you don't want to talk, huh? Are you feeling shy? That's okay. You can drip that vocal fry into my ear later, and I'll show you how to handle that invisible hand of the marketplace right now. And I'll give you that invisible tongue around 9, after the Ultimate Fighter's over. You heard? So, yeah, brah, what we talking about today? Madison's got some stuff on deck, but first straight from Smitty's pool hall as of 20 minutes ago. Anyway, we got my buddy Corn Sauce.
Yo, bruh.
Yeah, and a couple of hours ago, he was in the back of my Mimar Civic sleeping the Xanax off. But we got this knucklehead over here by the name of Pork Chop.
Hey, brah.
Hey, what did you dudes think about that lingerie show out by the airport last night?
Bruh.
Yeah, brah. Bruh. I was like, damn. You girls would like make my Mimar pant. and she doesn't even like to look at dudes. I mean, old girl won't look at a dude unless they got that white collar, and they gotta pray to that St. Christopher on the reg. But these girls would have had her calling out Hail Mary, you know what I'm saying?
Word.
Bruh.
These chicks were like a straight up tap a wop. They just like psh, 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 all over the daiquiri run counter, dude. And I used to think that the daiquiri counter was like that because of the daiquiris. That's what I thought made the bar sticky. Bruh.
Word.
I mean, I tell you what, my dudes, that one girl, arbitrage, I'd make her my ex one day if I wasn't shacked up with that fine tub of Jello over there.
Word.
Word.
What's that? Oh, you want me to talk about the tariffs, baby? Yeah, I could do that. I guess I can do that. Hey, you know what a tariff is?
Nah.
Yeah, okay, well, pork chop, you know?
Bruh. It's like when you order them authentic wife pillows from Japan. It makes it cost more and whatnot.
Wait, for real? I mean, no, that's just like for wife pillows from Japan.
Nah, bruh. It's like for everything from foreign places.
Word.
Jesus. So, like, my Chinese vapes are, like, gonna cost me more?
Yep.
But like that fancy PVC cutter from like Milwaukee, like not the Ryobi one, the one from Milwaukee, that's gonna be like the same price, right?
Nah, bruh. My guy at Home Depot said that'll cost more because the aluminum in it's like from China.
Like what the fuck, dude?
I know, right?
Word.
Yo, I mean, what about like porn, dude? Like I like to get like the paper copies of that like big lifted butt stuff from like Brazil. Is that gonna cost me more?
I guess, dude, yeah. They gotta ship it over the border.
Dude. I tell you what, whoever did that tariff stuff, I like to tear off his dick. How about that? That dude's a straight asshole.
Fart sounds. Fart sounds.
Word.
Bruh.
Bruh. Anyway, so like that's the part of the show where like we discuss recent events. So let's go to a little deeper because like my baby doll over there booked us a nerd. That's right, boo. That right, boo? Yeah, she had done got us an economics teacher from Columbia University. Uh-oh. Is he going to be tariffed since he came from like another country? You know, haha.
You wild, bruh.
Yeah, I'm just clowning. Calm down. I'm just clowning. Anyway, this guy wrote a book that I'll never buy, but it'll be cool to like maybe do some blow with him and see if we can get him to throw money into that dice game. You know, like come on in, bruh. All right, park your butt there. Yeah, how are you?
Good. It's a fine day outside.
Uh-oh. It's a fine day outside.
Yeah.
I mean, is it not a fine day? It seems pretty splendid.
It seems pretty splendid.
Look, I have to say I find that pretty disrespectful. Do you want me here, or should I leave?
Like, chill out, bro. Like, we're just like to have fun. You're whipping it up here with whippets. Like,
Wait, that's not the name of the show. Is it Whipping It Up? Your producer said it wasn't named yet when she called me, but she guaranteed me it wouldn't be something like that.
no. The show's name is Whippets. Like, you know, with an exclamation mark. So, you know, to put some respect on it. You know, that's because my name is Whippets without an exclamation mark. And I know my baby over there booked you. So, I mean, I got to put some respect on your name. Who are you, my homie?
I am Professor Maynard Wolf from the Columbia University Economics Department.
Oh, that kicks ass, bro. We got us a lone wolf. So anyway, how many times a day you jerk it, dude?
Excuse me? That has nothing to do with economics.
Okay, fine, dude. You know, what do you want to talk about?
What do you want to talk?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, My book is titled The Price of Globalization in a Data-Driven World.
Jesus, bruh.
What?
I mean, that's a title longer than my schlong, and I still don't even know what it's about, dude.
I'm not done.
What?
The rest of the title is The Truth and Errors About Labor in a Volatile Market Besieged by the AI Revolution and BPOs.
Anything else? Is that it? I mean, you got like 5 more titles you want to put in that title?
No, that's the full title.
Cool. Your title sucks, dude. Now, what's all that bullshit mean? And you got to make it brief because we got to take a break for the ads in a bit.
Well, to sum up this book in a word, I would say it's about arbitrage.
Oh my God, dude. Like the stripper at the airport bar? Were you there last night, dude?
But, no, arbitrage. It's an economics term.
Oh God. I don't know what it means if it's not a stripper's name. You got to speak English and tell me what it means.
That is English. It's only derived from French. If that's what you mean.
Fine. Then speak, I don't know, speak like Kenna, bruh.
I don't know what that is.
I mean, help me out here, guys. Come on.
Speaking Kenner is like knowing how to get an order in at Dot's Diner, even when it seems like the waitress is in a K-hole and, you know, the backup waitress is too busy trying to get the bleeding to stop running under her blouse, you know, from her eyes.
Word.
Yeah, and like speaking Kenna is like when you're like on a lineman's holiday with your buddy Stubbins, and you don't even like need to mention that you're gonna fix the floor hole in your Honda Civic in between the stops to Bay St. Louis. You know, he's like right there with the blue top and the poppers the moment you start the trip.
Bruh. And speaking Kenner is like, you know, like when you find a stray greyhound or something and a casino manager just gets it and lets him hang with you while you do a few hands before your baby mama gets off her shift, you know, bruh?
Word.
Gentlemen, I'm completely at a loss for how to talk like you're asking me to. I don't even grasp a method from what you're saying. Some of those sound more like situations than a manner of speaking.
Come on, Professor Nerd. You're here to connect with people like us, right? You gotta try a little bit.
Okay. This book, my book, is about when you have human female breasts.
Breasts?
Titties.
Okay. All right, I got
Makes
you.
a little more sense.
Yeah, I got you. I'm feeling it out.
I can tell by the squeezing motions you're making with your hands that you get that one.
Yeah, titties, go on. I'm sorry.
All right.
Yeah, titties, dude. Go on.
Normal bros would find these titties perfectly suitable for their needs.
Yeah, I'm with you so far, dude. Go ahead.
But then you have an artificially augmented titties available in the market next door, and you've got a real doll at an affordable price with titties, not dissimilar to real ones, and you can hold a video call with a big titty lady on OnlyFans who will do whatever you ask her to do if the money's right.
Word.
It makes it difficult for a young woman to achieve the same outcomes she normally could achieve without thoughtfully implemented legal mechanisms and common citizens assembling for rights.
Oh, okay. That was pretty good, Professor. I think I got it. You're saying, how can a regular stud like me, Whippets, make it if we got like Indians and robots eating his lunch, right?
Yes, that's it. That's exactly what I'm saying. And this book proposes a practical path towards enabling...
Yeah, I'm sorry, but we got to break for a commercial right now. But like, come back after the break, and we can hear the rest of that, I promise. Thanks for tuning in to the very first episode of Whippets. It's got an exclamation point. See you soon.
Word.
Bruh.
If you're in the New Orleans market, this syndicated episode has been cut into segments and the rest will be available next week. To hear the whole episode, sign up on the Private Radio Now website and pay $5 to listen to the full episodes whenever you want. Whether you listen to syndication or through the website, keep feeding your addiction to Whippets!
The last delivery of the day. Just need to snap a picture of it at the door, and I'll be on my way. Oh no! Not these guys again!
It indeed be these guys again. We porch pirates are here for the booty. Now leave the package and return to your vessel, or ye be walking the plank.
Please don't steal this package. I'll get fired if another delivery gets reported missing.
Ha 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 ha! You should have used Davy Jones' Amazon locker if you didn't want us taking your blunder, you scallywag. Now be gone with thee. All right, me mateys, let's see what this landlubber ordered.
Hold it right there, you porch pirate scum.
Shiver me timbers! It's the Porch Navy! Chase it, boys!
Not the Porch Navy!
FedEx First Class, UPS Same Day, and the pursuit of all those who steal them. The Porch Navy is here to ensure your delivery instructions are followed.
Oh, cool. My package is here.
You're welcome. Call 1-800-504-NAVY to accelerate your shipping and handling with the Porch Navy.
New Orleans, one of richest cities in the history of world, in strictly cultural terms, of course. Over 300 years of it, and I've been here for just over 2. Who am I, you ask? My name is Pudlo, travel guide and lover of all things America. So come with me and I'll show you the best kept secrets on where to party as well as what to do and see in the Big Easy. Soon you'll learn that every party time in the city has a story to tell. So again, I am Pudlo and welcome to Displaced New Orleans. Many hellos, Displaced listeners. Pudlo is very grateful to finally make travel radio showings again for you after 2 years. I know many of you have been made displeased from lack of Displaced New Orleans airings, but please, let me make explain for what I assure you was no big travel or party times for Pudlo. It was year 2022, season 6 some say, and Pudlo had just arrived at local medical facility to treat stabbings I received from WRYAT radio legend turned homeless man, Jazz Reynolds. After doctor make many stitches to Pudlo, without consent I may add, Pudlo was then asked to make big pay for hospital bill. Of course, Pudlo had no money from Jazzman make stealings during stabbings. So I was then asked to take another free trip to New Orleans policing station, where Pudlo was informed that Russian visa had expired. So I was no longer welcome in US of A, let alone New Orleans. But again, no money for return to homeland of Russia. Thankfully, Louisiana police offer Pudlo free housing until next free flight to Russia. Another free ride and policed car later, and I arrived at Harry Lee Memorial Jefferson Immigration Center encampment, also known to locals as Crocodile Concentration Camp, which I have remained at to this day. Now you may ask yourself, why Pudlo not make travel radio show recordings for over 2 years, talking about concentration camp times? Well, it's because Pudlo recorder run out of batteries, and unfortunately, it's very rare for new arrivals to come with charged batteries. So Pudlo make butt hidings for recorder until recently, when many more travelers arrived at concentration camp for free housing and home travel plans. And just Pudlo's luck, a new fellow traveler and lover of New Orleans named Diego joined us last week with hidden butt batteries, which he has allowed me to use. Say hello, Diego.
Mi familia que estoy aquí, tiene que los amigos.
Thank you. You too, Diego. Diego is just one of many roommates and friends in immigration housing. Come, let Pudlo show you around our 10x10 chain link room in latest episode of Displaced New Orleans. As many of you have already made notice here at Crocodile Concentration Camp, all travelers have been made chained to floor. Masked man guards inform Pudlo this is to prevent violence among travelers. Very smart, masked man. As last traveler Pudlo meet, stabbed me many times. Chains are not too tight, with no rust. unlike chains used back home in Russia for rehousing. Don't worry though, chain long enough to move to toilet and bedding areas. Here, let me make show. Here is toilet, one of my favorite attractions here at concentration camp. There is no seat to encourage squatting workout. Very healthy, and even if there were seat, you wouldn't want to sit on it. Other travelers are not very kind to toilet, even though it's share with many. But toilet's still great space to come relax, think, and meet new people.
Vete a la muerte, gringo.
Oh, many sorry. Excuse me. Toilet, very popular place in concentration camp, especially after daily meal. Next, we have my favorite, the sleeping space. Every sleeping space different. Some are cold, some are wet, some just enough room for make standing sleep. But since Pudlo has been in 10 by 10 chain link room longest, I get best sleeping space of all. That's right. Pudlo has warmest, driest bed in whole room with 15 minutes of sunlight from window per day and only 2 sleeping mates to share space with. Very nice. It remind me of Russian childhood home with my mini brothers and sisters. Chain link room and all. Next, I will take you to outdoor walking pen. It's a 30 by 30 chain link room with no roof. Once a week, masked man guard take handful of travelers out for 30 minutes of walking, smelling of fresh air, and big party time. You will love much, listeners. And Pudlo has make-timed plans for today's episode, where masked man guard should be arriving soon to take Pudlo for weekly walking. Oh, here he come. Shh. We must now be very quiet as masked man guard like to make beatings and take away walk time if he hear any noise from us travelers.
Alright, back the fuck up, you animals, back the fuck up.
Fuck you! Where the fuck am I? I'll sue you asses! I'm an international food fucking legend, for fucking pig's sake! Oh, well, oh!
Y'all got a new cellmate while you wait for your deportation hearings. Get the fuck in there! Get the fuck in there! No free time in the pen today either.
Oh.
Well, listener, it looked like no walk time today. Very sad. However, we have new roommate. Hello, fellow traveler, and welcome to Crocodile Concentration Camp. Where are you from?
From New Zealand, you call me? Hey, wait a minute. You're that radio travel guy who took my shtick. The you doing here?
Oh, wowee! It's Jazzman Reynolds, man who stabbed me before I was brought to concentration camp. How make doings, Jazzman?
Well, I was minding my own business, doing some H in the city park bathrooms, when the pigs scooped me and told me they had a warrant for me expired visa, and now I'm chained to the floor of a basketball court in the middle of the swamp. So, I'd say, make doing things pretty bad, mate. Pretty bad.
So sorry to hear, Jazzman. Would you like to share about your time with H in City Park on my radio travel show, Displaced New Orleans, for WRYAT?
Holy shit, mate. You still working with those dirtbags after all these years? They must really have their claws in deep for you to end up in a place like this, and you're still wanting to work for them? I feel bad for you, mate. I may be in bad shape, but at least I ain't a shill for corporate media no more. No way in hell I'd work for WRYAT again after what they did to me in my food show.
Alright, Pudlo, your deportation to Russia has finally been finalized. You're lucky the rulers of our two countries are best friends. Otherwise, you'd have been deported to the Russia of the Caribbean, El Salvador.
Great news, listeners! Pudlo finally make allowing to return to homeland of Russia. Looks like that all the time I have for displaced New Orleans. I don't know when I'll be back, but I hope you'll join me again one day for many travels and big party times.
Shut the fuck up, commie. Now get to stepping.
I have been Pudlo. See you next time, New Orleans. Here, Jazzman, you take recorder.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Is there a Jazz Reynolds in here? I'm looking for a Jazz of Reynolds.
Yeah, mate, right here. That's me. You know, the guy you just chained to the floor not 5 minutes ago.
We got some paperwork from the state attorney saying you're being deported to, Australia.
What the Absolutely not. I'm from New Zealand, mate. Australia. I ain't going to Australia, you Foster drinking Fosters. You expect me to drink that shit? You. Australia is like the Russia of the South Pacific.
Or you can be released today on a fucking work visa.
Well, I'll take the fucking work visa, you mother. Jesus, you got me all worked up to tell me I can stay with a new job? Shit. But who the will I be working for?
They want you to do an educational radio show about local wildlife for WRYAT private radio now.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Well, where would I live? Better not be here.
Says here they'll provide subsidized housing with one of their other radio show hosts, should you choose to do this.
God damn it. Let me think about this. Alright, fine. Just get these chains off me. Better than in Australia, at least. Well, listeners, join me next time on me new radio show in New Orleans, only on WRYAT. God fucking damn it, I hate those guys.
Well, folks, guess that'll be it for today's episode of WRYAT, presented by PRN and brought to you by the Fresh Start Firepower.
If you like shooting shit, then do it with our family's own brand of live fucking ammunition, fucker! Fresh Start Firepower for life and death!
Till death do we part. God bless New Orleans. Take care. Yup.